Yeah! 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 Go around!
Burn it!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I heard someone was down there teaching the slavers a lesson. I'm guessing you're that someone. Any signs they're planning something else? An attack on the lighthouse, but why? That doesn't make any sense. Let me take a look at these plans. They're putting out the lighthouse signal fire so ships will crash on the rocks. Someone's got to warn the lighthouse keeper, Tyree. Damn it, if only we could spare the men. Thanks for at least letting me know. Safe travels, friend.
What do you want?
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Set it ablaze!
Yeah!
Here's one that'll fetch. Flank it now.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Praise the Eight! I know. The signal fire is out. There's nothing I can do, though. I had just stepped outside to relieve myself, and all these slavers came out of nowhere. How was I to stop them? I'm a lighthouse keeper, not a soldier. Slavers stormed the lighthouse and put out the signal fire. I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized. It's a trap. They wait for ships to crash on the rocks so they can loot the cargo and capture the crew. One ship already crashed. And we need to do it fast. Problem is, the slavers took the focusing crystals and all my oil. Some of it is still on the island, but they also put some on their ship. I don't think the slavers knew what to do with the focusing crystals. Those may be close by. But the oil, they probably took that on board their ship. If you can recover the supplies, I'll be ready to relight the fire. Godspeed to you, my friend. When the slavers first stormed the lighthouse, I swam over to the beach and ran into the woods. Later, I saw the signal fire was out, so I snuck back. I've been hiding here ever since.
Yeah! Yeah!
Fan out!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Help me!
Yeah!
Of all the slavers on all the seas, it had to be Captain Ongerthal. Fires of oblivion! These motherless slavers have captured my entire crew! I'm not one to shy away from a fight, but I think I may be in over my head. Captain Ongerthal, the fobbing dog. Crewless slaver in the Azurian Sea, and now in Iliac Bay. He must have put out the signal fire in the lighthouse. It was pitch black. We hit the rocks and the slavers were all over us. Captured the entire crew. The slavers took most of the crew up the beach, but Salak, Leidenar, and Ozor are still there. Other captives too. They're no concern of mine. I'm too waterlogged to fight, but if you'll free my men, I'll make it worth your while. Watch out for Captain Ongerthal. His axes are stained with the blood of more sailors than I can count. He's a monster. Hey though, if you're feeling tough, I say take that bastard out. Won't hear any complaints from me. I don't know for sure, but I overheard something about the slavers taking over a village up the beach. I'm betting they took the rest of the crew there. If there's a silver lining to that cloud, it's that they're out of Captain Ongerthal's reach. Never met the man myself, but his name's well known in these waters. Ongerthal's notorious for terrorizing the Abetian Sea, enslaving the Altmer. Guess he joined up with this outfit after the Ebonheart Pact was formed.
Yeah! Yeah!
To the side!
I'll go look for Captain Mark.
Yeah!
Torch it!
I owe you one, friend. Thanks.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
My mother told me not to go to sea.
Ozor, Salak, and Leidenar are free, and Captain Angerthal is dead. I believe this day is getting better. I may have lost my ship, but you've restored my hope. They were marched off to the east. My first mate went after them, but I can't imagine she'll be able to free them alone. If you travel in that direction, keep an eye out for her. If she doesn't return soon, I may just have to track her down myself.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
You have the focusing crystals. There's a sight for sore eyes, and surely a guiding light for any ships coming into port. You saved the lives of a lot of sailors. I'm just hoping there was only one ship that crashed on the rocks. I could lose my job over this. If anyone asks, I hope you'll tell them it wasn't my fault.
You up for helping out a fellow adventurer? Look at you! I can tell by the look of you you're traveling around, meeting people, seeing new places. That's the life I'm going back to. This plantation is doomed and my days here are done. It's just been bad luck and lately, pure madness. Last week the Iron Hand ogres attacked. They broke the levee, pillaged the place. The orcs drove them back, but that was just the beginning. Now bandits are looting everything we have left. That's the thing. It was my adventuring band that founded this plantation. The mage Dro-Dara put up the gold, but we all decided to retire here. Bad idea. I just want to leave now, but the bandits are holding my companions. They need help. What a relief. I wouldn't have been comfortable just abandoning my companions, but if you're going to help them, that frees me up. And let me tell you, it feels good. I'm just not the settling down type. I know that now. Nah, they might want to stay, but I just can't deal with all that. We made a good go of it here, but I need to move on now. Spend some time alone. It's a shame, because we made quite the team back in our younger days. There's me, Jan, the thief. Then there's Dro-Dara, our magic user, the brains of the team. The brawn came from our fighter, Narstig, and then there was our cleric, Murkwatcher. She's really a shaman, but we called her cleric back then. Technically, yes. He originally put up all the gold to build the place out and hire the workers. Dro-Dara gave the rest of us a 20% share each. It's all pretty much worthless now. Well, they either drowned when the ogres broke the levees, or they fled, or the bandits have probably killed them now. I didn't see anyone left when I was sneaking away, except my companions, and the bandits have them tied up. There's me, Jan. I guess our team does sound a bit quaint these days, doesn't it? Dro-Dara first suggested we retire about 20 years ago, but it was 10 years later before we actually settled down here. The Iron Hand ogres were making a drive to attack Wayrest. We fell in their path. They ate all our livestock and broke the levees. Then General Godron and his orcs drove the ogres back, but these looting bandits came in right after. They're just a ragged group of looters and scavengers as far as I can tell, though I guess they're a little more organized than I would have expected. Dro-Dara or one of my other companions may know more.
You fight well. Thank you for freeing me, friend.
Do I know you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
From the sides! Circle around!
Thanks to you, young one. I will find my own escape now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To the side!
Flank! Now!
This one thanks you, stranger. Please, come to meet in the storehouse.
Yeah.
Dro-Dara's companions. Friends. Banji bandits would have tied them up like this one. You found them. You freed them, yes? Ah, this is good. Relieves Dro-Dara greatly. Many years we traveled together, and many years we worked to make this plantation profitable. Dro-Dara can abandon plantation. Good friends, he cannot. So, our sweet Breton sister has departed. So considerate. Bah. Jan always planned to return to the road. This one is not surprised she left. Wish her well. Perhaps this is the way for Dro-Dara also. Why, is this not what Dro-Dara retired for? Ogres, floods, crocodiles and bandits? So fun. Would you stay? Probably not. Dro-Dara thinks maybe adventuring life is easier after all. Might need help convincing his other friends to leave, though. Ah, this one would be most grateful. After so many years, Dro-Dara just doesn't have the heart to break everyone's dreams. You could talk to Narstig. He'll have better listening if it comes from you anyways. It was a boon from Bandar that you happened along. Was it Jan who asked you to help Dro-Dara and the others? She has shared those feelings many times over the years. After the events of the last few days, Dro-Dara thinks she might be right. Perhaps retirement is just a bad idea. Dro-Dara is old, and working a farm is hard, especially if starting over. Like Jan, Dro-Dara also misses life of adventure. If you can convince Narstig and Murkwatcher to leave, this is what Dro-Dara would prefer. Yes, this one was a member of the Mages Guild in good standing for many years. Was tired of casting spells, though. Dro-Dara wanted to settle down and rest. But maybe that just wasn't the fate Riddlefar has seen for him. Of course, Jan will always be a good friend. Still has wildness in her blood, though. Dro-Dara understands that she needs to roam some. Perhaps she will join us when her legs grow weary.
Yeah!
Ah, the young adventurer again. You remind me of the old days. So many stories I could tell. But you'll want to be leaving, of course. Well, we might be heading out too. Jan might be right about a curse here. Speaking of Jan, have you seen her? He does? Imagine that. I was trying to think of how to convince him. That settles it then. If we're hitting the road, though, I'll need my old gear. Recovering it will be easier said than done. There is. If I had my armor, my helm, and my axe, I'd do it myself. But that's the thing. When we retired here, I buried all my adventuring gear out by the levee. Would you be willing to go out and get it for me? More I think about it, more I wonder why we stayed here this long. A true Nord dies with his axe in hand, not a pitchfork. Besides, this is more swamp now than farm. We spent years building that levee. Damn ogres! I suppose they were thinking just to leave destruction in their wake. Even if they had sacked Wayrest, it's not like they planned to settle in these parts.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Summon the blood sacrifice.
Defeat me every time. I need defeat you only once. My subjects failed me. They deserve to be destroyed.
Yeah! Yeah!
Now there's a sight for some sore old eyes. Oh, I missed this stuff. You've done me a great favor by getting it back. Probably doesn't look like much to you. But this helm and armor withstood the blows of the orc warlord Noctul, a Nord killer at Faron. This axe lopped off that monster's misshapen head. I'll drink to those days, and more of them to come. Murkwatcher has aged much in these last few years. She often seems confused about where she is. She can be incredibly stubborn, too. Perhaps you could approach her about leaving.
Yeah!
Many drowned when the levees were broken. Others were eaten by the crocodiles. It's not the beasts' fault, though. It is their nature to hunt. Their spirits sing a song my heart hears. It is the song of the crocodile. They sing of nature's cycles. Every new life has its song, taken from an old one that is no more. Properly embodied, the life of a creature often requires its death. The song of the crocodile is loud and powerful. I know its melody. I know. It is natural for them to now return to a life of adventure, but not so for me. I must follow another path. All my life, I have harbored a secret. It drove me to leave home and seek adventure, but now I must face my inner truth. That I am not an Argonian. I am a crocodile. This lifetime, I have borrowed the form of another, but my true form is calling me home. I must return to the river. No, I am not. I never have. My entire life, I have felt like a crocodile out of water. Literally. I am old now, and this body is dying. If I become a crocodile, I can start anew, live the life I was meant to live. There is a way, an incantation, the crocodile song. I was never taught it, but I have known it my whole life. One song must end for another to begin. Many drowned when the levees were broken. Others were eaten by the... I know. It is natural for them to now return to a life of adventure. I could not, even if I wanted to. I am older than they. I would not survive more than a few days out there. I have seen the future in the waters, and I must remain here. Here at the end of my life, I must face the truth for the first time. That I am not an Argonian. I am a crocodile. Many drowned when the levee... I know. That I am not... No. There is a way. An incantation. The crocodile... Thank you. The river has truly guided you here for this purpose. Take this charm. Place it near Ripplestrike's nest. He will not be able to resist the call. He will come out, and then you can kill him.
Yeah.
Ripplestrike no longer sings. Have you taken his heart? Hurry! We must move quickly if we are to renew the song. Here then, I will begin the incantation. I would ask you to help me in this one last thing before I return to the river. Join me in vengeance. These bandits have destroyed what's left of my home. I would begin my next life by avenging my previous one, but I will need you to guide me. I wish to kill their leader. When I become a crocodile, I will forget this life. If I fight beside you, I can keep my focus, at least for a little while. I have made the preparations. Eating the heart is the last step. Fight with me before I am gone forever. Are you ready? Though my mind may not recall the favor you have done for me, my spirit will, and the river. The river never forgets. This charm will keep me close. If we are parted, use it, and I will come. When our task is done, tell Dro-Dara of my fate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Narstig told me what you have done for Murkwatcher. Though this seems dangerously unnatural to Dro-Dara, there is no point in questioning it now. Though Dro-Dara is sad to see Murkwatcher leave us, he is happy to know this evil man is dead. Perhaps someday this plantation may flourish again. Not by Dro-Dara's hand, though. Narstig and I are leaving. Goodbye, and thank you. Narstig told Dro-Dara is sad.